Hello and welcome to this Pete's Thoughts on video because, unless you've been living under a rock, you should all know that Warhammer 40k 8th edition has been announced. Yeah, so I thought I'd jump in on the bandwagon and get my clickbaity video out there. I mean, come on, you just put 8th edition in front of your title, really, or in the title somewhere, and you'll probably get more views. And that's not why I'm doing this video, by the way. I just think it's quite funny. It was just a little something that I noticed when things like this happen. Lots of people jump in and get in on it, and that's fine, you know. But there's going to be a lot of videos about this, I know. I'm even considering doing a live show based around it, which I thought might be quite interesting if we can all put our views across on what that is. And I see, at the moment we don't know anything about it, and what I've already noticed, to my dismay, is there's the usual disgruntlement, particularly in the forums, Facebook in particular. Now, something I was asked recently, not directly, so we'll say indirectly, and I'm sorry I can't remember who asked it. Someone asked, what do you want from 8th edition? And I do want a few things, yes, it's true. But to be honest, what I want more than anything above anything else is less bitching and whining, people. Come on, I mean, really? I just don't want that. I don't like to see it. I can't bear it. I mean, it's not even out yet, and people are moaning about it. I just, seriously, dude, you know, give me a break. Anyway. So, are we coming back or what? Hold on there, sister. We'll get to you in a moment. Right, where were we? Right, okay, so, future of 40k, that's on Wargamer Online, yeah. I realise that. But it does raise a valid point. Now, I'm thinking about these box games that Games Workshop seem to be putting out a lot of recently. I mean, this is Shadow War Armageddon, like one of the latest ones. And to be fair, it looks like a pretty solid, decent game. I mean, you know all the games they've put out. You know, Space Hulk being one of my favourites, but there's so many. Blood Bowl and Death Watch. We've got loads of them, and I think they're probably all very good. But you know, GW could just say, you know, sod it. That's what we sell more. We'll stick to making these and to blazes with the main game. So, you know, they could, if they wanted to. They could do anything. If they feel it's in their best business interests to do, they will do it. So, you know, I'm trying my hardest to avoid all these forums and things, although I will see the odd thing here and there. It just makes my blood boil. You know, it's fine to rant about something after the fact. But, you know, and don't just jump on the hate train just to get your views up. You know, seriously. I mean, really. Or just because it's the in thing, you know. Yeah. So I'm all for these boxed games, but at the same time, I personally am really excited for and looking forward to 8th edition. Now, I said a long time ago, do you think they'll ever do a crossover with fantasy and 40k? And the answer I got from everybody was a resounding no, of course not. Now you got Age of Sigmar. Will there be a crossover between Age of Sigmar and 40k? The voices that were spouting no are not quite as loud as they once were. Will there be an AOS 40k crossover? I don't know. I once thought there would be, but who knows? I mean, people bitched and moaned about the loss of fantasy when AOS emerged, but let's suppose for a moment, hypothetically, that Games Workshop announced that they were bringing fantasy back and resurrecting it from the ashes. Now, this isn't a trick question, but do you honestly think that would be a wise business move? No, I don't know. It's an interesting thought, though. And then they could have like 3 eras of the game. The old world fantasy stuff, the slightly later, slightly in whatever term you want, whatever context you want to put that into, slightly later, Age of Sigmar, and then the much later 40k, what 30k and then 40k. I mean, are they going to separate them all? Who knows? I don't know. 30k seems quite popular, so I suspect not. So are we coming back yet then, or what? Hold on, sister. I told you I'd get to you in just a moment. God, dear me. So where were we? God, I don't know, sisters, eh? Anyway. So, 8th edition. Yeah. There is only war. That's right, people. Now, whatever changes are going to happen, and there will be changes, going back to what I would like, apart from the less bitching and moaning and whining, what I want, what I prefer a game that's less about flicking through a myriad of books and trying to remember a gajillion different rules, and more about actually playing the game and having fun. Remember fun, guys? It's that thing I have when I play less complex games, it seems. So are we coming back then, or what? All right, sister. Well, let's take your point. Are you coming back? I don't know. I really don't know. I hope so. I really do. Along with a load of other things. I really do. I hope so. Yeah, I really want to believe. I really do. But let's move forward, folks. Let's move past this. Let's get beyond it. Like I say, our sister's coming back. Of course I'd like them to. Not everybody wants them to come back, but I mean, more can only be a good thing for us, right? Anyway, thing is, 8th edition is coming, so we're gonna move forward and look to the future. So here's the thing: will I get all the things I want out of 8th edition? I don't know. Even if I did, and what do I want out of it really? Okay, I'll be honest. I want a more simple, a more streamlined rule set. I want Assault being easier to get into. I want less conflicting grey areas. And yes, of course, I want Sisters to make a comeback. But even if I got all that, there'd still be a whole bunch of people out there who would be unhappy, wistful for 7th edition, blah, blah, blah. Or talking about how good 5th edition was, and it's just never going to be the same. You might get rage quitters. I sincerely hope we don't see any mass army burnings, because that would make me cry. I hope not. Anyway, the thing is, like I said, it's here to stay. Even Warhammer in general, I think, is here to stay. Well, for a long time anyway. You get this kind of thing with other games like Flames of War, but nowhere near as bad, and it's a lot more positive, it seems. So I just don't understand. I don't get it, but hey, this is my hobby, and I'm happy for it. It helps me in ways I can't even begin to put across to you. Some of the ways it helps me, and it helps a lot of the people in the hobby. So yeah, let's just focus on what makes us happy. So that concludes my sort of clickbaity video. But as I said at the start, it's not intended to be clickbait. It just is what it is. They've announced 8th edition, and I wanted to put my thoughts across on that. So, take it as you will. And that's just what I think. But if you've made it this far through the video, I really thank you so much. And there's obviously going to be an infinite, probably, number of other videos out there on this subject. But at least I've put mine out there. But as I say, I am thinking of doing a live show about it, and we can sort of discuss it in more detail. Possibly that would be kind of cool. I'd quite like to do that. What do you think? I don't know. Yeah, maybe he says. But anyway, I've enjoyed making this video, and I've enjoyed talking about it. And like I say, I'm looking forward to 8th edition, and I feel very positive about it. Come what may, I'm sure there will be things that I feel could have been done better or less expensive. That we haven't even touched the whole thing about codexes yet. Are they keeping them? Are they staying? Yeah. So if that's all I've got to worry about, I consider myself to be a very fortunate person. Anyway, remember, this is Mini Warzone. Remember, all brushes lead to war. And remember as well, I will see you in the next video. So, bye for now, and God bless.